Okay, so let's take a look at the different portals and how we're going to manage user accounts through those portals. So I'm just going to we'll start with portal.azure.com. We'll put that in. As you can see, it's loading up Azure. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the menu bar. This is a little guy right here. It's called the menu bar. I'm going to drop that down and I'm going to click on Azure AD. All right, from there, as you can see, I can go right over here and click on users, and I can see all the different users that have been created in my environment. If I want to go ahead and create a user, I can simply say new user. This is one of the activities you could be asked to perform. So if I wanted to create a user named Aaron 365, I'm going to say this person's name is Aaron Jones. Might help if I spelled that right. We'll say Aaron Jones. So you put the username in. You can auto-generate the password. You can say, let me choose the password. You can also show what password's been auto-generated if you want. Okay. Now, if you want to assign it to a group, you can do that here, or you can assign it to a role here, or you can do that later down the road. Okay, you can also, of course, block the sign-in if you want. Don't allow the user to log in just yet. You also can assign a usage location. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that it's very important that if you're going to start assigning licenses to your user, you need to assign a usage location. You cannot assign any licenses to your users unless they have a usage location. You'll get an error if you try to do that. So pretty important you do that. I don't know why they don't make that mandatory through here. They do in the Microsoft 365 portal, they just don't here. So then you can do job title, department, you could specify those attributes, and that's about it. That's about all they let you do there. So we'll just say create. We created our user if we want. We've got our user now set up, and away we go. Now, that is through the Microsoft 365 portal. Again, we can, or through the Azure portal. If we want, we can click on this user account again. We could edit more of their information right here, job info, settings. Here's contact information, all that good stuff. If we want to assign a role, we click on assign roles, and we can assign this user a role here. If we want to assign groups, we can assign groups here. I'm going to have a lesson on groups coming up, so you guys will see that as well. Okay, so that's going to be done through the Azure portal. As you can see, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the admin portal. Now, we'll start by going through portal.office.com. I'll just show you this real quick. If you go through portal.office.com, this is what a user sees when they go in and see all their Office online apps. And then an administrator has this nice little icon here. So this is a way you can get into your admin center from portal.office.com, or you can simply just type admin.microsoft.com, and that's going to bring you in here that way as well. So then you have this nice little users drop down, and then we'll just click on active users, and you're going to see the exact same users here that you saw over in Azure AD. Essentially, they're tying to the same place. Okay, so then we would click add user. All right, add a user, and then of course you fill in the information here essentially the same way. So I'm going to say AA Alexander, just trying to keep all my, all right, Alexandra Smith, and then display name, username, Alexandra. Okay, simple enough. Password, you can say let me choose a password. Same thing we did a little earlier. It's going to check to make sure it's available. We would click next. This is where we could assign some of our product licenses and all that, okay, if I wanted to. So notice you can do a few more things here. This is why I say that the Microsoft 365 portal is a little bit more intuitive than what we had on the Azure portal. But as you'll get into the Azure portal and you start editing the user, you can do a lot there. There's a few more advanced features. Okay, so I could also choose not to license a product to this user right now if I want. Notice that it makes me choose a location. So if you don't assign this usage location, as I said earlier, then essentially what's going to happen is the user cannot be assigned any license. So they make you do that here through the Microsoft 365 portal. So I'm going to go ahead and click next. Here's where I could assign roles if I want. Next. and it's going to give me a chance to review everything and edit things if I want, and then I can click Finish Adding. Okay, from there, if I want to edit the user, I can simply click on the user, and I can go through here and edit things, just like I could with the Azure portal. So if I want to, assign groups, roles, things like that through here, I can. Here's groups, here's roles, and again, we're going to talk more about some of that as we get a little deeper in. Okay, so pretty straightforward, pretty, like I said, intuitive, easy to manage.